Sometimes we are blessed with being able to choose the time and the arena and the manner of our revolution. But more usually, we must do battle where we are standing. Audre Lorde. This is Adrienne Marie Brown, and you are listening to Red for Revolution, the audio drama. I invite you to travel across time for a multi-generational story of love and liberation. For accessibility, transcripts are available at redforrevolution.com.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 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 1, 2, 3. I think it sounds good. Okay. I should probably start with my name. I'm Jazmine James, and the date. It's June 1st, and I just graduated high school, which is exciting, and I am figuring out my sexuality, which is a journey, and the only one I feel comfortable sharing that with is my favorite person in the world, my grandma. At first, Honestly, I thought she'd be disappointed in learning about who I am and who I love. But to my surprise, she was thrilled. And it turned out we have a lot more in common than I thought. And I want to talk about it while I still can. You know, she's still alive and healthy and full of energy. So, and she's willing to tell the greatest love story I've ever heard. And my goodness, it's a story. She's told me detail after detail, and some details I did need to know, and now I can't unknow. But what can you do? But I don't mind it. Like, so many of these stories never get told, which is why I've decided to make a podcast about my grandmother. And I'm so excited to tell this story to anyone who will listen.
Hey, Jazz.
Adrienne, I'm freaking out. I'm sweating, and now I'm starting to feel sick. Like, I think I should cancel my interview with Lorraine Giovanni.
No. You should not cancel. You just have to remember to breathe. Come on, breathe with me.
I am breathing.
Slowly, Jazmine. In.
Whew.
Out. As long as you write down all of your questions, you should be fine. This won't be the time to trust your memory, though.
Right. Okay. What if she doesn't like my questions?
You're her ex's granddaughter. She should be nice to you. Hopefully.
Lorraine doesn't know that I'm her ex's granddaughter.
Oh. Okay, what does she know?
Well, I told her in our interview was for a paper I was writing on something. I don't remember the thesis of the imaginary paper I told her about.
Not you lying to the pastor.
She's not a pastor. She's an evangelist.
Pastor, evangelist, because that makes it better. Did you tell your grandmother that you got in touch with the Lorraine Giovanni?
Oh, absolutely not.
You're going to tell her, right?
Eventually, one day in the future, after I've compiled all the interviews and edited them together, and when it feels right to tell them, I will do that.
Okay. Whatever you say. Invite me over when you do that. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that conversation.
Okay, I got 5 minutes until my Zoom with Lorraine. Miss Giovanni. I gotta make sure I say Miss, or should I say Pastor Giovanni?
Evangelist. She's not a pastor, remember?
Right. But what if she's not even into titles? Should I just say Lorraine?
Girl, are you trying to get virtually slapped for disrespecting your elders?
Duh. Right. Okay. So I should say Miss Evangelist Giovanni. No first names at all, ever.
Jazz, listen. I'm just playing with you. Just don't overthink it.
Okay. I gotta go.
You got this. I believe in you. Bye.
Okay, Lorraine still isn't logged on. I hope she doesn't have any tech problems. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Just breathe. Just breathe. Feet on the ground.
Hello?
I can't believe she agreed to talk to me. Oh, Lord. how should I go about asking her about her gay romances?
Hello there.
Oh. Hi, sorry. I didn't realize you were on the Zoom. Did you hear that?
So, you want to ask me about my love affairs?
Oh, no. Well, right. Okay.
It's okay, darling. Don't be nervous. You can ask me anything you'd like. I trust you mean well.
Yes, sorry. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Like, I don't want to blabber on too much, but it's really just such an honor to speak with you. You're such an icon, and I grew up listening to your music because my grandma, she plays your music all the time. So
Your grandmother sounds like a wonderful woman.
all right, Grandma, let's get started. Before I forget, can you tell me your name, title, age, and where you are? And remember to speak in full sentences.
My name is Ella Ali. I'm a mother, grandmother, daughter, professor of philosophy, and I'm working towards becoming a revolutionary black woman. That's an ever-evolving journey. Oh, and we're in my living room.
I'm Miss Giovanni to some, Evangelist Giovanni to many, Lorraine to few. I sing for the people and I spread the gospel for the Lord. Right now, I'm at the Beat Hotel in Paris.
Oh, I've always wanted to go to Paris. Sorry, please continue.
Jazz, is it still recording?
Yes, so make sure not to move your scarf because the mic is on.
Well, I think it was 1971 when Joe passed. Oh, child, I don't remember the year, but I do remember the day that I got the news that brought me to my knees. It was a Tuesday. I heard on the radio early that morning that my best friend had died. She was killed, rather. The reporters had all kinds of things to say about her.
What did they say about Joanne?
I'm not repeating any of it. Wasn't nothing kind or true. The news back then was just as vicious as it is today. They didn't care about Jo. They only saw her as a...
Please enjoy jazz singer Lorraine Giovanni's newest single.
Militant radical Joanne Sands was fatally shot by a New York City prison guard. The NYPD reports the shooting was an act of self-defense.
I don't remember how many packs of cigarettes I smoked that day. But that's all I did. I sat by my window, smoking, and staring at the rain, wishing that when I gave Jo a call, she'd pick up. But she didn't. I wasn't the only one distraught by this news. Everyone was shaken up. I remember Lorraine telling me about the day she found out about Joanne.
I never thought JoJo would go on and transition before I did.
We buried Joanne not too long after her.
Assassination.
Yes. People didn't want too much time to pass because the police had already started arresting us in the Black Liberation Coalition. Everyone wanted to have a funeral before things got out of hand.
The funeral was in Joanne's and I's hometown, Gary, Indiana. Now I don't remember what I even wore.
Lorraine wore an elegant black dress. Simple, but elegant. But she couldn't help but accompany it with one of those fabulous fur coats she always wore.
Now I remember what Ella wore. I didn't forget because she wore a dress that day. She rarely did that. Called herself taking a stand against the patriarchy. But for Joanne, she wore a dress. But she couldn't help but wear her infamous leather jacket with it.
I can still hear those woeful cries from the day we buried her. everyone was overtaken with grief. Lorraine sang a sorrow song. I'll never forget it, seeing everyone cry. They all cried, except for me. I took off my sunglasses and watched them lower the casket into the ground. After she finished singing, Lorraine took off her sunglasses. She looked at me. I knew her pain, and she knew mine. And as everyone cried, we stood there gazing at each other to keep from crying.
Do you want me to stop recording? Okay, let me get you some tissue. And yeah, let's just take a break for today.
I just couldn't keep my eyes off Ella. She had this, what do you call it? Allure about her. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Now, we shared a moment at the funeral, but I didn't officially meet Ella until a few days later at this rally in my hometown, Gary.
Miss Ali, you're our guest. You don't gotta do that.
You don't have to call me miss, and I don't mind helping.
Really? I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble if my boss sees you out here setting up these chairs.
All right. I suppose I don't want to cause a fuss.
Is there anything I can get you? Water? Tea?
Testing.
My goodness.
Lorraine Giovanni in the flesh. I just love to come home to her every night.
So would I. And I heard, her music. I should buy more of her records. How about that water?
Your smile is like the sunshine. The birds are in the sky. I love you for all time. I don't think I want to sing this one.
That was incredible. I'm Ella.
Ali. I know. Darling, everyone knows who you are.
It's an honor to finally meet you.
An honor? Really? I ain't think you'd like me. People like you tend to come after me for not doing enough for our people.
I'm not.
You know, I try. My goodness, I really do, but my manager's afraid I'm going to end up like Hazel Scott.
Who?
Oh, dear. My point exactly?
I understand your dilemma, and I do. I especially like that voice of yours. Like, already can't wait to hear you again tonight.
Whew. Let's just hope my nerves don't get the best of me before then.
You still get nervous?
Yes, honey, don't you?
Miss Ali, it's time for your sound check.
Okay, thank you. Lorraine, you from Gary, aren't you?
Born and raised.
I could use your opinion on my speech. I've never spoken here before. I want to make sure my message resonates with your people.
I don't think you'll have a problem. Folks already lined up all the way down the street just to see you. But I suppose I'll listen to your speech. See what the hype's about.
Good evening, friends of freedom. My name is Ella Ali. For those who don't know, I am a revolutionary black woman. The organizer of this event's son was just sent to make Vietnam look like our poverty-stricken communities. So I was asked to speak about this racist, imperialist war going on. I was then told many of you have just started protesting for better wages at the mill.
Miss Giovanni, would you like tea?
I'm trying to listen here.
Sorry.
For the wealth
So you don't want?
To themselves. But then, I was, then my comrade, our comrade in the struggle, Joanne Sands, was murdered. So I was asked to speak about revolutionary black women. Well, that's not exactly what I was asked, but I find it fitting to uplift black women today. How is it that black women do so much protecting but are the most unprotected in this country? We do not have protection at our jobs, on our way to our jobs. We don't even have it in our homes. Y'all got silent on me. But that's okay.
Go ahead now. Speak your mind.
Don't make the mistake of not protecting each other. If we had not made that mistake, Joanne Sands would be here today. It's 1971, and time we learn silence won't serve us.
So, what do you think?
I think I'm in love.
With me?
Revolution, darling.
Of course. That's great.
Miss Giovanni, your dressing room is ready now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude while you were getting dressed. They told me this was my dressing room.
You can come on in. It's been a while since I've had to share a dressing room. Can you hand me that robe?
Sure.
Thank you, darling.
And Ma Rainey, you singing.
You a Ma Rainey fan?
She and those blues women could sing a sad song so filled with hope, consciousness.
I wish I could be more like them.
Why can't you?
It's complicated, but you what they call y'all, those radicals? Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Well, it can't be that complicated. What you got to lose? Freedom? You don't seem like you have much of that anyway.
I don't want to end up like these blues women you love so much. And I don't want to end up like my friend Joanne. I can't sing no songs from the grave.
Is that why you silence yourself? You're afraid of dying? There's a whole lot of liquor sitting in here for someone that's afraid to die. So what's really keeping you from living the way you want to?
You so-called revolutionaries are bold. You really serious about speaking your mind. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't act like there ain't a price to pay for speaking your mind.
Got a whole lot of makeup up there.
I use all this to become Lorraine Giovanni.
Who are you when you don't have your mask on?
I'm just Lorraine, with a lowercase L, Giovanni, with a lowercase G.
That lip color looks great on you.
Want to try it on?
I suppose.
Sit right here. Look up at me. Smack your lips for me. See? That looks good on you.
If you say so.
I do, and it does. Now, which color lip do you think I should go with? Nude or red?
Red. For revolution.
You want to put it on me?
I know a thing or two about lipstick, you know.
Okay, well, show me.
Oh, God.
Miss Ali, we're ready for you. Miss Giovanni, here's your tea.
Thank you, darling.
Miss, you got something red on your face.
Shit.
It's on your neck and your cheek. Here, you can use my handkerchief.
Is it still there?
It's gone now.
Oh, thank God. And you too, dear.
She was born right here in Gary. Let's give a round of applause and a loud welcome home to Lorraine Giovanni.
I was gonna sing some song about the sun or something, but then I realized if I want to be anything like my late friend Joanne Sands or my new friend Ella Ali, I'm gonna have to do things differently from now on. So I thought it more fitting to sing a song about revolution. Revolution ain't on the way, it wasn't yesterday. It ain't gonna come and go, it's here to stay. It's right now, it's right now, it's right now, it's right now. Our people are marching and dreaming and praying and fighting and preaching and dying and cooking and singing, hoping and loving us through this revolution. Revolution is today, and not just on the streets or at the church. It's at your home, it's at your door, it's in your heart. It's right now, right now, it's right now, right now, it's right now, right now, it's right now, right now. It's who you love, where you love, how you love. Do you love radically, boldly, or fearfully? Well, we ain't got time to fear. Now's the time for revolution. Revolution ain't on the way, it wasn't yesterday. It ain't gonna come and go, it's here to stay. It's right now, right now, it's right now, right now, it's right now, right now, it's right now, right now. It's in your touch, it's in your kiss, it's in your care, it's in your love. Revolution is in our heart. Ella, darling, you got lipstick smudged on your face.
Oh my. You think people noticed?
We're gonna have to be a bit more careful next time.
Wait, so who made the first move?
Well, Lorraine likes to take credit for that, but technically, I did.
You're being awfully nice to me. You don't seem like the nice type.
Is that so? Well, I'm nice to ladies I like.
So you like me?
That depends on if you like me. I've got a crush on you.
Before you get into any explicit and discomforting details, I have to applaud your boldness because I could never.
Sure you can.
I don't know. I don't think my heart could handle the rejection if it doesn't go my way. Like, how do I know if someone likes me back?
If you're talking about that little cute thing who gives you a ride home from work every day, she likes you.
I don't know.
The way gas prices are right now, baby, nobody's heart is that good.
Then she can ask me out.
Your lips move, you know the alphabet. Even subject-verb agreement, asking for what you want isn't that hard.
Well, that's what you say. I'm not like you.
Listen, I understand. I've had my fair share of rejection. I'll never forget the day Joanne broke my heart. I was so...
Wait, you were with Joanne?
Yes. And I wasn't the only one with Joanne, but that's a story for another day.
It can be today.
Well, after the rally, we went outside to smoke a cigarette.
So what'd you think?
I could listen to you sing just about anything. But I love the nod to Nina. Joanne would have loved it. She was her favorite singer, but next to you, of course.
You don't have to lie to me. Joanne has been hearing me sing since we were kids in the church choir. She got tired of my voice before I even sold a record. I know Nina was her favorite. She probably preferred her version. The many nights we spent together, she would wear her records out.
You and Joe spent nights together?
We had our fun.
What kind of fun?
The kind of fun folks like us tend not to talk about. The kind I'd like to have with you. The look on your face, it's making me think you had fun with her too.
How long were you together?
We were always off and on, you know.
I don't. When was the last time you two had fun?
The last time I saw her, we saw Nina in New Jersey, just weeks before.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to that show. I got tickets before we stopped. I stopped talking to her.
Now, what was the reason for that?
I told Joe how I felt about her, that I loved her. The way folks like us aren't supposed to love. And, well, she didn't feel the same way. But I suppose she couldn't be with me because she was in love with you. You got those final moments with her, and all I got was I don't want to love you, Ella.
She didn't love me. Not in a real way. And I wasn't trying to love or be loved either. And she knew that. We had fun, nothing more than that.
I'm not having fun with anyone anymore. Fun is for cowards. I don't want any part of it.
Miss Giovanni, there's a man named Sean yelling for you. He says you're gonna miss your flight.
Goodbye, Lorraine.
Ella, hold on now. It really isn't what you're thinking.
That can't be how you ended things.
It's only how we started things. But we have to continue tomorrow. You can't have me sitting in this uncomfortable chair all day.
Hey, friend, what's up?
Hi, friend. I'm actually calling to talk about our friendship. I wanted to tell you something. Well, I guess I didn't want to tell you. My grandma said that I should tell you. Sorry, I'm a little nervous about it.
Okay. Now I'm getting nervous. You want to just text it to me?
I'm gonna play you a song from Lorraine's latest album. And it kind of gets at what I want to say. So.
I've got a crush on you, sweetie pie, all the day and night time. Hear me sigh, I never had the least notion that I could fall with such emotion. Could you could you care for a cunning cottage? We could share the world will pardon me my mush, 'cause I've got a crush, my baby, on you.
Thank you for listening to Red for Revolution. Our differences melt away in dialogue. We hope this episode inspires you to call someone you love today. Red for Revolution was created, written, and directed by Jana Naomi Smith, with musical direction by Tammy L. Hall and sound design by Colin Gerald Thomas. The series was executive produced by Renee Wilson, Jana Smith, and Meta Mana Media, and produced by Liz McBee. This episode featured performances from Jordan Hull as Jazmine James, Loretta Devine as Lorraine Giovanni present day, S. Epatha Merkerson as Ella Ali present day, Rutina Wesley as Ella Ali in the 1970s, Renee Wilson as Lorraine Giovanni in the 1970s, Caro Guzman as Adrian, Mark Thompson as William Davis, Matthew Quitney as reporter, Will Kachi as the rally volunteer, Miles A.G. as the announcer. And this is Adrienne Marie Brown, your sonic guide to this experience. Our associate producers were Jordan Hull, Adrian Snag, and Vanessa E. Williams.
For Radiotopia Presents, Yori Lasordo is the managing producer. Audrey Mardovich is the executive producer. Red for Revolution is part of Radiotopia Presents, a podcast feed that debuts limited-run, artist-owned series from new and original voices. Listen and subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our Red for Revolution band includes Tammy L. Hall on piano, Coffee Brown on electric bass, Ruth Davies on acoustic bass, Ruthie Price on drums, Kristen Strom on saxophone and flute, and percussionist Vicki Randall. All original music written and composed by Tammy L. Hall and Jana Naomi Smith. The music featured in this episode includes Revolution, original composition by Tammy L. Hall and Jana Naomi Smith, performed by Renee Wilson and the Red for Revolution Band. Prove It On Me, written by Ma Rainey, hummed by Rutina Wesley and Renee Wilson, courtesy of Spike Driver Music. I've Got a Crush on You, written by George and Ira Gershwin, performed by Loretta Devine and Renee Wilson, courtesy of Warner Chappell Music Incorporated. The team behind Red for Revolution would like to thank everyone who helped bring this project to life. To view the complete credit and gratitude list, please see the show notes or visit redforrevolution.com. This has been your Sonic Goddess, Adrienne Marie Brown. Thank you for listening.